Good afternoon, my name is Melissa, and today I'm going to guide you on a 15-minute seated yoga flow. The way I'd like to begin today's practice is with a little bit of breath work. And before we do that, we're first all going to sit up nice and straight, and what that means is we have two options. Either our back is going to be pressed onto the back of our chair, or we're going to be scooted all the way to the back of our seat, or you have the option to scoot actually to the front edge of your seat for a little added work with posture. You want to sit at the very edge of your sit bones. So those are two options that we're going to start with, and whichever option you've chosen, now we're going to check that our ankles are right below our knees, and we have a 90-degree angle, as well as having your hands on your thighs. There's also two options here. You can have palms up as we set our intentions and start our breath work, as a gesture that you are ready to receive. You're looking to receive answers or to some questions or some inspiration, or you're wanting to receive nurturing. Or we're going to have our palms down if you want to focus more on finding some grounding yourself. If you feel particularly all over the place or stressed, maybe you want to have your palms down to help you feel more grounded. So those are our two options. You can choose whichever suits you. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our chest, shrugging our shoulders down away from the ears and back. That's going to open the chest. That's going to make us sit up nice and straight. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tuck in our tailbone a little bit. Some of us might have our belly rounded. We're leaning forward. So we're going to tuck and just barely activate the abdomen so that we can sit up nice and tall and feel your vertebrae stacking one on top of the other. So we don't have an arched back, we have a straight back. And you're going to imagine there is a thread coming through the crown of the head that's pulling you upright. So the chin actually lowers just a tad. Okay, now we're here, sitting nice and straight with palms either up or down, our feet firmly planted. And we're going to begin our breath work. First, everyone gently close the eyes and then start to inhale through the nose. Let the belly balloon out and try to take up as much space as you can with that inhale. Hold at the top for just a second and then exhale through the mouth. Letting the belly shrink back down and keeping our spine straight the entire time. Once more, we're going to inhale through the nose. Don't be afraid to make noise. Breathe in nice and deep. We should be making ocean-like sounds. Hold at the top for just half a second and then exhale through the mouth. We're going to take one more deep breath like that, a belly breath. Inhale, balloon the belly, take up a lot of space. Hold at the top and exhale through the mouth. Awesome. Gently blink your eyes open. Okay, so for our first stretch, we're going to start with a little seated cat and cow. This is a nice little spine warm up. And we're already in position. You can, if you are scooted to the back of your seat, you might want to scoot forward just a little bit so that the bottom of the thighs are a little bit free, so you have a little more freedom to move. And now we're going to plant our palms on our knees. And just like we just practiced with our breath work, using the belly as well, we're going to inhale through the nose. And as you inhale, this time you will arch the back. Your belly will drop forward, your chin will lift up and look up at the sky, and your shoulders are going to come down away from the ears. And shoulder blades behind you will try to touch. They'll reach for each other. Feel the opening of the throat and the chest. We're inhaling. And then on the exhale, start to roll one vertebrae over the other, tucking the abdomen in. And then finding space between all the vertebrae. Tuck your chin in close to your chest. Grab onto your knees with your hands and sort of lean back and really curl that spine like a cat. And then again, inhale, lift the chin. Follow it with the chest coming forward and between the arms, belly dropping, back arching, shoulder blades want to meet. Inhale here for cow pose. And then exhale, start to round in the back, lean back, grab onto the knees, tuck the chin for cat stretch. We're gonna do one more just like that. Inhale, lift the chin, the chest, and arch the back. And exhale, round the back. Your chin meets your chest, and hands will go to the knees. All right, on the next inhale, come back to a seated position. Okay, so we're going to continue to warm up our backs, and this next stretch is for the neck. What you're gonna do is you're gonna tilt your head to the side and kind of let gravity do its thing here. We don't want to shrug the shoulders, we want them to be down and relaxed, and we want to maintain that straight spine that we imagined earlier during the breath work. And you're simply letting your head fall over to the side and feeling a stretch on this side of your neck. If you want to go a little bit deeper here, what you can do is you can take the arm opposite the direction that you're tilting your head, and you can press down and away at the imaginary floor, pressing through the palm of the hand to find another stretching sensation here in the neck. We're going to take our deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Again, the breath goes into the belly. We're going to maintain this breath throughout class. And then as you exhale, you can exhale through the nose or through the mouth. To add a little bit more to this stretch, you can either stay here, you have that option. You can place one hand above your head and just rest the hand there. We're not pulling on the neck, we're just letting gravity do its thing and resting our hand on the neck, pressing away from the imaginary floor with our left hand through the palm, and we're going to be here for 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. All right, slowly release. If your hand is on top of your head, remove your hand. You can stop pushing. Gently bring your head back to center. And now we're going to do the other side. So we're tilting the head. We're taking a deep breath here. Before moving along, you can either stay here or move along to the next variation, pressing out of that palm. Remember, the shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale. Big belly breath in through the nose. Exhale. Mouth or nose, your choice. And then lastly, you have the option to stay here or take your hand, if you did on the other side, take your hand and rest it on your head. Remember, we're letting gravity do some work here for us. We're going to inhale, spine is nice and straight, shoulders away from the ears. Press out of that palm, push the imaginary floor. And exhale slowly and deliberately. And then gently remove the hand from on top of your head, and slowly bring the head back to center. Okay, we're going to do one final spinal stretch before moving on to our hips. So this stretch is going to be a spinal twist. What you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand beside you, and you're going to inhale the right hand palm up. Extend nice and long, and then on the exhale, palm down, reach that hand to the opposite knee. Okay, from here we're going to inhale, get nice and tall, and look over our left shoulder. And then as we exhale, we're going to press into our knee with our right hand to give ourselves a twist and look further over the shoulder as far as you can, as far as feels good. So wherever you are, that you feel this stretch is where you should be. So for some of us, that might look like this. We feel a very good spinal stretch in this position. For some of us, it might look like this. And that's okay. Same thing we're going to hold here. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale to the belly. Make a lot of space for our organs. And then exhale, let the belly deflate, giving your organs a little massage. And we're going to do 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale, get nice and tall, find space, find length. And then exhale and let yourself sink deeper into this stretch, deeper into relaxation. Exhale all of the tension and any negative energy that does not serve you. And we're going to take one last deep breath in. And exhale. As you exhale, slowly come out of this twist back to center. All right, ready to do the other side? Here we go. You're going to put your right hand beside you. Inhale, your left arm, palm up. And exhale, palm down, bring that hand to the opposite knee. We have not quite started twisting yet. We're going to take our time. Inhale, find length here. And then exhale, look over the left shoulder and find your twist. Pressing into that left hand, into the knee, and looking over our shoulder. And we're going to do what feels good. So we're going to inhale, find space, find length, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, relax. Inhale in warmth and flexibility. Inhale energy. And exhale any tension, exhale any stress, any coldness. We're going to take one last deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. As you exhale, find center again, gently coming out of this final stretch. Alrighty, you should be feeling nice and warm by now. And we're going to move on. We've warmed up the spine pretty good. From the neck all the way to the base, we've twisted, we've bent forward and back. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our hips. And to do that, we're going to stay in this very same seated position. We're going to take our left ankle and place it on our right knee. And this is all we're going to do. Some of us might already start to feel a stretch happening. And if that sensation is right here outside of the hip, then that is totally normal. That is perfect. That is exactly what we want and what we're looking for. We're going to stretch our hips with this stretch. And some of us might already be feeling it here. That's good. Listen to your body. If anything does not feel good at any time, feel free to please come out of the stretch, okay? We're going to learn one thing about our feet here. That's 2 different positions. We're either flexing our feet, so the toes are sort of reaching up towards the knees, flexing, or we're pointing, right? Pointing our toes are pointing away from the knee. And what I want all of us to do in this position is flex our feet so that the toes are reaching up towards the knee. That's going to stabilize the knee in this position and keep the knees nice and safe and strong. Okay, so with your foot flexed, like I said, some of us might already be feeling the stretch in this part of our body, and if you are, that's great. Feel free to hang out right here and begin your breath work. Some of us maybe want to go a little bit deeper, so maybe that might look like pressing the knee down. You might find the stretching sensation by doing that. If you do find it, you are welcome to stay here and start taking deep breaths. If there's anybody who would like to go a little bit deeper and it feels all right, remember to keep that foot flexed and inhale. We're going to inhale, find length, get nice and tall, the needle pulling through the crown of the head. And then on the exhale, we're going to lean forward. And now see, as I lean, my chin actually lifts up because I'm reaching with my chest towards my leg. I'm not trying to reach with my face. I'm not rounding in the back like this. We're almost doing a bit of that cow position here. And we're reaching with our chest towards the leg. And so whenever you begin to feel that stretch happening, you're welcome to stay in that position and take your deep breaths. Otherwise, keep reaching until you find it. And when you do, we're going to take 3 deep breaths together as a class. Okay, now inhale through the nose, into the belly, find space. And then exhale, sink slightly deeper into this stretch here. Inhale again, deep breath through the nose. Shoulders away from the ears. Big chest, big belly, and exhale. A little bit deeper. Last deep breath here. Inhale. Beautiful. Very slowly, very gently, come out of this stretch. Bring your foot back to the ground, and then grab on to your knee or your thigh with your hand and give it a little shake. Shake in the thigh and shake the knee back and forth, something like this, gently. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. So that right ankle is gonna meet the left knee. Our foot is going to be flexed in whatever position we're doing this in, whatever this looks like for you. If you can flex your foot, that's going to be safer for your knee. That's going to give you the best stretch as well. Okay, so we're right here. And now everybody find that position that you found on the other side that felt comfortable wherever you are. You might be sitting upright. You might just be pressing on that knee, or you might be leaning forward. And be advised that sometimes, or most of the time actually, our bodies are uneven. We do have more flexibility or more strength on one side than on the other. And that's totally normal. So you might be feeling that now. Left hip might be tighter or looser. Mine is tighter than my right hip. That's totally normal. Just do what feels good, okay? And if at any point you feel a sensation of pain, or you do not feel good in any position, feel totally free to come out of that position. Anyway, if we've all found our sweet spot here in this hip stretch, we're going to take deep breaths together as a class. So inhale through the nose, find length, fill that belly up, and exhale. Blow that stress away. Inhale through the nose, nice long slow deep breath. And exhale anything that does not serve you today. One more time. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale. A little bit more depth right before leaving the stretch. And then ever so gently, very slowly, we're going to come out of that stretch. We're going to wiggle our knee around. Just grab it and shake it. Shake the thigh as well. All right, awesome. Maybe do both legs now if you want. Okay, awesome.